The transfer window isn't even open yet, and Forest are closing in on their first signing, and it's a goalkeeper. Welcome to your breaking news. Good morning, good evening, or good night. Hope you guys are doing well, and welcome to this latest breaking news for Nottingham Forest as we hone in on our first signing. If you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new, and go grab your signed framed LED Forest throwback kit from last season from Football Prizes. You've still got a couple of days left on that. Scan this QR code or the links in the description. Okay, so here we go. It's the summer, which means it's party time for Forest. Back into the sweet shop we go. And where are we going to shop? In shops that we've had success from. Corinthians, targeted by Nottingham Forest yet again. Now, don't forget, that's where Murillo came from. Murillo, who had only a few games for them. Well, the one Forest are targeting now, their goalkeeper, has had even less than Murillo. So let me give you the backstory here. Forest are in for the goalkeeper from Corinthians, and he is 6'8". His name's Carlos Miguel. He's a giant. He's an absolute giant of a man. But it's not just only Forest that are in for him. You've got West Ham gunning for him to hijack this deal as well. And the fight is on, but Forest are in the lead. Forest have got the negotiations done earlier than West Ham. Carlos Miguel, his preferred choice would be to come to Nottingham Forest. Why? You'd like to think because his good buddy Murillo is there. Now, he's a bit of an unknown. If anyone's saying they've seen him and are in this side of the pond, then I'd be surprised. But he's 25 years old and was yet to break into the Corinthians team. Now, that in itself shouldn't really raise any question marks or any concerns, because goalkeepers don't just break in one game and then are able to push their way through. There's an established number one, and it's not until they're injured or have a bad run of form that the backup keeper comes in. But he is eager, and he is scouted as potentially keeping an eye out on becoming the next Brazilian international goalkeeper. So I have no issues with his age. In fact, for a goalkeeper, 25 for me is a prime age, one that could give us longevity. And that's what I've been talking about over the last week or two when it comes to why Matt Sells maybe shouldn't be the number one choice goalkeeper. And it seems that Nuno agrees. Signing this goalkeeper off the bat before the window's even started shows you where his priorities lie. Get this done properly. Now, the question is, can he actually come in and be the number one choice off the bat? Because he is not established. To chuck him straight into the fire of the Premier League could be a real baptism. So I'm not sure if Forest are looking at a development player here, or if this is the final solution, and maybe we will see another goalkeeper coming to Forest as a number one. But either way, who cares about PSR? Clearly not Marinakis. Now, will this deal be done before July the 1st? Obviously, when the PSR crossover into the next year happens. My guess is that we will agree everything if, let's say, we beat West Ham to the signing, and then we'll make sure that it goes through on the 1st of July. And I think all parties will be more than happy with that. But as I mentioned, he has a release clause of $3.5 million. It's peanuts. There's no risk factor involved in this. Now, from what I know about him, to give you some brief background, I've barely noticed him or watched him myself, but he is a good shot stopper. He's 6'8", but can get down really quickly. Distribution, okay. I can't really comment on it, to be honest. I haven't seen much of it. I don't think anyone's seen much of it because of the fact he hasn't played that many games. Let me tell you how many games he's played. He's played 8 games for Boa Esporte as he went out on loan to them in 2021. And then for Corinthians, he's played 12 games. In fact, that's it. He's played a total of 20 professional games, but should that matter? We know the quality that Corinthians have. Spoken to a couple of people in Brazil who are Corinthian fans, and they don't want to lose him, was their opening remark to me. In fact, they said that they want him to get injured. They don't like the fact that he's coming across. They're still a little sore. They're still a little raw from the whole Murillo deal last season. And they don't want to lose another potential player to Nottingham Forest. But I think this is quite exciting. I think this is really good business at the price of $3.5 million. This is not bad from Forest. And this is the profile that we're expecting to see this summer. Forest looking to do and bring in these untested, untried players for cheap money. Say we get 4, 5, 6 of these types of players. 2 or 3 of them may pop off, triple, quadruple in value. The other couple will maybe have to move on if they don't quite make it. And that's the model Forest are undertaking. And that's the model that's been working for other clubs as well who have now established themselves in the Premier League. I'm not going to say the Brighton model because I'm sick to death of hearing it. Now, what should fill you with a bit of optimism on this one is the fact that West Ham are extremely keen on bringing Carlos Miguel across as well. And they've been scouting him, but they have been slower to react than Nottingham Forest. Now, they are optimistic that they can hijack this deal. But as I mentioned, everything that is coming out of Miguel's camp is that he wants Nottingham Forest. He's ready for European football and he's ready for the challenge of the Premier League. And if he had a choice between West Ham and Forest, he's choosing Forest over West Ham. Can you blame him? We have real European Cups, not like they're a Kia trophy. We have other Brazilians in our team. Yes, they've got a couple, but they're Brazilians. When it comes to gambling, we all know the story there. So you can see why he would see it as a good fit. And in terms of the youthfulness of our Brazilians, Danilo, Murillo, etc., all in there, probably will be able to help him settle in quite easily into the new ecosystem at Forest for him. I like this. I'm excited by it. And this will be further evidence on top of that, that Matt Turner and potentially Vlachodimos will be leaving this summer. So this is going to get interesting. Strap yourselves in because there's a lot more coming up. We've got the whole Che Adams thing. Hopefully Wolves will hijack that one. But things are going to turn into a mini transfer window before the 30th of June, as a lot of teams, as we mentioned in the video 2 days ago, are going to have to move a lot of their chess pieces to make sure they comply with PSR. Let me know your thoughts on this. Would you have prioritized this goalkeeper as the first signing, or do you think Forest should have been looking elsewhere? If you've enjoyed the content, as always, if you haven't already, please don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Forest Fan TV if you are new, and we'll keep you posted on all the breaking news. So make sure you have your notifications on. Come on, you Reds.